Good evening. Tuttle North Ice Arena is the scene at the campus of the College of Brockport for tonight's Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Net. I'm Matt Winthrop, joined alongside by Matt Stathopoulos. Tonight we have the Brockport Blue Devils home against the Churchville-Chili Saints. Now it's the first and only meeting of these two teams this season, not in the same division. Matt, we're getting down towards the end of the season. Churchville, winners of 2 straight. Brockport lost a tough one Saturday, but when we get these two teams together, it's always a good game, and it's always a hard-fought battle.
That's right, Winthrop. The Blue Devils are a little bit banged up coming into this game, but that's certainly not going to stop them. They've only lost once on home ice thus far this season, but as you mentioned, the Saints coming off of 2 big wins recently, going to set the tone for a good one.
It absolutely should, and we just got coaching interviews coming up after this. This year, Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports.
Starting for the Blue Devils, forwards, number 3, Andrew Harley, number 5, Tyler Henshaw, and number 17, Tucker Trask. On defense, number 21, Jack Scawi, number 28, Peter Tacconi, and number 1, Liam Schreiner in goal. Starting for the Saints, forwards, number 8, Jordan Alves, number 14, Zachary Olson, and number 18, Jesse Scarpula. On defense, number 11, Matt Kosh, number 16, Luke Molnar, and number 30, Ethan Breton in goal.
Joining me now is Brian Young, the head coach of the Churchville-Chili Saints. Good to see you again, Coach. Saturday, you had a good win over Genesee, an 8-0 victory. You had 73 shots on net, which was a school record, and you also had a few power play goals, which tied the school record for a season, most power play goals. Would you say that was one of, if not your most complete game of the season so far?
Yeah, I think that was a continuation of our game we had against Canandaigua, which we played very well, a near perfect game for us, and carrying that over into Batavia. We started a little slow. We were trying to roll 4 lines, mixing in a couple guys, and once we got into our rhythm, it was just a continuation.
You guys have been on a roll a little bit as of late, so how do you keep that momentum going against a tough Brockport opponent?
You got to figure out ways to keep things fresh with the boys, come up with some different drills, a different way to approach something that you're trying to run in practice, just changing up little things here and there, and then keeping the energy level up, the compete level up in practice, and make sure that the guys stay motivated.
And this is one of your first many road games towards the end of the season. So how do you get the guys going, get them on the road? How do you get them off to a fast start throughout this game?
We just basically try to stress that they stick to their routines. Anything that we're doing at home, we're going to do on the ice or on the road games. We try to make sure that they're not overly hyped up for a road game because you're there for a reason, you're there for a purpose, and we treat them like business trips. You probably heard that a lot from other guys too, but it's just trying to bring that into the guys and make sure that their mentality of the game is ready. We got a big weekend coming up here, the 2 games up in Niagara. Just to try to get them to understand what it's like to be on the road, because if push comes to shove and we're able to go deep into the season, we're going to be there in Buffalo, so I want these guys to be ready.
Thanks, Coach. Get out there, have some fun.
Thank you.
I'm joined now by the head coach of Brockport Blue Devils, Greg Stahl. Greg, a tough loss for you guys over the weekend against Pittsford, but what did you learn from that game that you can use for tonight's game?
Well, our guys, they really competed hard. They kind of outskilled us a little bit at times. They were a really good team, but we lost a couple guys to injury, and a couple guys had to step up, and I really saw the young guys step in and do a good job against a really good team. So the compete level was really good for us, and that's what I liked.
Now, you only have a handful of seniors on your roster this season, so what's it been like to see the growth of some of the younger guys throughout the entire season?
Yeah, so we've turned over teams before, and this is just one of those things. It's been great seeing the young guys come in, step up, and we put them in positions to succeed, I think, and they've done a good job in keeping up their end of the bargain.
This is your only meet against Churchville this year. You won both games last season against them. So what do you remember about this Churchville team?
Well, they're a hard-working team. I think they're deep. They've got a lot of, now they're older players. I don't think they lost much to graduation. So we know they're going to compete really hard and be physical. And, our young guys are going to have a really good game for us to come out today.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thanks.
The Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week will return after these messages. High school hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Ralph Honda Done Right, Lattimore Physical Therapy, and Rick's Prime Rib.
We're back at Tuttle North Ice Arena for your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. The lone meeting tonight between the Churchville-Chili Saints and Brockport Blue Devils. It's the first time in quite a long time these two teams have not been in the same division. And therefore only have to play just once. Puck right behind the Churchville net, taken out by the defense. Churchville, a good lead pass and a quick shot on net, save made by Schreiner off the stick of Jordan Alves. What a feed from Matt Koch.
Great look indeed by Koch, and a nice play by Alves to spring himself in the open, but Liam Schreiner getting the last laugh with that nice blocker save.
And now Scarpula, that puck comes out of the point. That quick shot goes wide off the stick of Molnar. Churchville applying some quick pressure. Kept in by Koch. That puck comes out in front. That backhand gets blocked in front. Another backhand attempt goes wide. And that one came off the stick of Scarpula. Now eventually gets out of the zone and now taken over by Molnar. He flips this one all the way down the ice. And an icing call on Churchville. Matt, we're not even a minute into the game. And Churchville with some grade A chances already.
That's right, Winther. When we talked to Brian Young in the beginning, even before the on-camera interview, he had mentioned that the game against Canandaigua was a big one. Obviously, the 8-0 win on Saturday gave them a lot of confidence as well. So they're picking up right where they left off.
It is a bit of a younger roster for Brockport this season, so we'll see how they do against the Churchville team that has definitely more veterans than not. That bounce comes back in the Churchville zone, taken over by Horvath. Forecheck applied by Austin Ennis and leads to a turnover. However, a good back check by Clark to take the puck away. However, Ennis is there for the Blue Devils. Now Horvath. His lead pass up to Hess. Here comes Hess with a quick wrister. Good save by Schreiner. Another blocker save.
I was going to say that's twice now they've tried to beat Schreiner. The Saints have high blocker, but both times he steered it aside.
Puck right near the Brockport bench. Kept in by Horvath. Clark with it. Fires a shot. Another blocker save by Schreiner. It looks like Churchville's definitely been going after that blocker side of Schreiner. Spencer Quinn gets taken down on the far side. After a good couple moves to get himself free. That pass comes across. Spencer Quinn with a backhand. Stick save by Schreiner. And Mail sends his guy into the board. And that bank pass taken away by Tyler Henshaw for the Blue Devils. He'll try and chip it past the defense. Races to the puck, can't knock Mitchell off it. Horvath will send it back the other way. And the Saints chip this one out. To Cone. His pass out of the reach of Skaqueen. It's going to go down the ice for an icing call. 12:24 left in the first.
Tonight's first period sponsor is Lattimore Physical Therapy. At Lattimore, their physical therapists enjoy the work they do and bring a positive attitude to their patients' therapy experience. They want their patients' therapy to be something they look forward to each and every session. If patients tell their friends and family about their success at Lattimore, they know they've done their job. That's LattimorePT.com.
Tacone's clearing attempt doesn't get out. That shot gets fired high and wide by Olsen. Olsen wearing number 24 tonight instead of his usual 21.
We had a couple number changes brought to our attention
I know.
in the preview of this game.
We're going to have to take that up with head coach Brian Young after the game. These things do happen. Tacone behind his own net. Send it over the far side to Henshaw. And now here's Andrew Harley, the leading point getter in Section 5 along the left wing side. A shot and a save made by Breton, as I believe got deflected right in front of Harley. Alves will try and get this one out of the zone, and eventually it does. A race to the puck. Good play, however, by Tacone to get it away from the oncoming Churchville forward. And now Holding with a quick shot. That one goes through the crease. And now comes back to Mail. They'll bank it off the boards. And taken back by the Saints. Chipped in deep, Luke Leach loses control of this puck, and they try and stop it short side. That's Mitchell Marsh. And Schreiner was there to hold the post. And Leach. His pass does come out of the zone. Now Horvath on the far side. He'll go back behind his own net, chasing after the puck. They'll cycle it back to Andalina. He avoids a hit, but turns it over to Mail. And cleared back in by the Blue Devils.
One thing I've noticed so far is both teams are getting the puck to the net every chance that they get. Oh, and a turnover here.
Oh, and a quick shot attempt goes off the outside of the net. I believe Ennis had that shot as Harley and Henshaw were in there to get on the forecheck. 10:30 left in this first period. Shots read 6-2 in favor of the Saints. Here's Spencer Quinn, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Quinn, a pass across. Oh, that one couldn't go. As that was Clark. And Quinn gets taken down. Churchville bench looking for a call. Now Quinn behind the Brockport net. Gets pinned up against the boards by Tacone. Still has the puck. His pass across gets blocked and goes behind the Brockport net. Now Clark with it. Fires and turns a wrister on net. Kept in by the Saints just for the time being. Harley cannot get around Kosh. So it's chipped back out by the Saints.
Spencer Quinn all over the place on that shift. It reminds me of the last Churchville game that we did where he was playing a similar way.
Couple big hits happening right in front of us. Spencer Quinn will send this puck just back into the Brockport zone and go off for a change. Now Leach. You recognize that name? It's because, well, Ben Leach is also on this Brockport team. However, he's unable to play tonight. That shot goes wide off the stick of that's Bovey. I know that's holding. It's a 9. That puck gets flipped on that. The rebound chance. Oh, it's stuffed wide by Olsen. As Schreiner saw that one go off his pad, and Olsen was right there, but he just couldn't get all of it.
What a chance for Olsen. He had that whole side of the net. He just must have fanned on the shot.
And now the puck comes back over to near side for Trask. They'll get it up to Ennis. He'll bank this one off the boards and down into the Churchville zone.
Shots are 8-2 in favor of the Saints thus far, according to our scoreboard here at Tuttle North Ice Arena.
Churchville been applying some good forecheck, and good job by Koch to keep that one in. And a quick shot save made by Schreiner. The rebound was there, however, it's swept aside. It's been all Churchville for most of this first period. And a penalty coming up. That's a bad one to take if you're Tacone.
No question about that. It's going to be interference, I would guess.
And we're going to take our first break. 8:14 remains in the first period. Power play for Churchville coming up is your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and Rock Sports Net. It's a scoreless affair at Tuttle North Ice Arena, your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports between Churchville-Chili Saints and Brockport Blue Devils. Churchville, however, on a power play. Peter Tacone off for interference as a point shot off of Molnar's stick goes wide. Saints already with the 3 power play goals in Saturday's game, which puts them at 16 on the season, which actually tied the school record that took place back in the 07-08 season.
A decade ago, exactly. Wow.
Exactly a decade ago, I know. Back when I was there. Makes me feel old. As puck comes over to Kosh on the near side. Now to Molnar, back to Kosh at the point. He has a lane, elects not to shoot, and they'll feed that one, that backhand attempt. They'll try and stuff that one home, and it's swept aside by the Blue Devils as Quinn and Olsen were there, and Olsen smashes his stick on the ice. He knows he had a good chance.
Never a good sign if you're the defending team and the goaltender looks behind him the way Liam Schreiner did and the way he squirmed, but luckily it didn't cost them.
As now the Saints have a little trouble as Ennis and Harley in on the forecheck. Harley trying to jar the puck loose, and they almost do. Good play by Hess to knock the puck off of Ennis' stick. Now Hess on the far side, he'll drop it. And a quick, the Saints still maintain control. This is still Quinn. He likes to control the puck. He'll turn around. Quinn with a shot. Save made. They try and glove that down. And Hess couldn't get that one to his stick, but good play by Spencer Quinn. The penalty is up. Quinn still with the puck. The pass across. Oh, that one goes off the net. As that was Parker. And the Saints with a couple good chances on that power play. But the Blue Devils kill it off. And now here comes Harley. Can't give him much time to space. Harley one-on-one with a toe drag off the post. A rebound chance. Harley, it gets blocked in front. And Breton will hold. You can't give him much time and space, Matt, as he almost burned Churchville right there.
Wow, yeah, what a pickup of the pace there, as you see Spencer Quinn and his shiftiness that we saw the last time we did Churchville, generating some chances. And then, of course, Andrew Harley coming back the other way, getting a shot that rung off the post and getting his own follow-up chance, too. But Ethan Breton taking care of business at the other end in the crease for the Saints.
I think David Andolina also maybe got a piece of Harley's stick to prevent him from getting a better shot off. Icing on the Saints, 6:09 left in this first period.
Once again, we'd like to thank our first period sponsor, that's Lattimore Physical Therapy. Their network of clinics currently offer 20 locations and providing access to more than 50 certified physical therapists. They have experience treating most conditions and injuries, and in most cases are able to schedule their patient's first appointment within 1 week. They offer initial consultations within 24 hours for your convenience. That's LattimorePT.com.
Blue Devils getting a quick line changing at the top line out there of Ennis, Henshaw, and Harley. However, Harley gets kicked out of the draw, so Tyler Henshaw goes in. Yes, he is the younger brother of former Brockport standouts Brandon and Mitch Henshaw. As that point shot by Tacone goes high, who's headhunting on Breton. Skakwe can't keep this at the point. Churchville getting a change on D, getting the top pair out there against the top line for the Blue Devils. That pass almost intercepted, however, it just comes out of the zone. The Blue Devils have to check up. Molnar. Ennis in on the forecheck. Skakwe at the point with a wrister. I believe that one went off the side of the net. So the Saints will flip this one down the ice.
No icing.
No icing. I guess they got deflected there.
Yep.
One ref was saying. Shade under 5.5 remaining in this first period. Still scoreless. Tacone puts on a couple moves. And good job by Kosh to step up and get the puck out of the zone. Olsen with a wrist shot gets blocked in front by Tacone. And the Blue Devils get this puck out to the neutral zone. Race to the puck. Olsen in on the forecheck. As Gamerick loses this one, however, he takes a body on Olsen and gets it back. Now it's Hayden can't get to the puck. Delayed offsides on the Saints. Hayden and Andolina battle for the puck. Couple Blue Devils in for the puck, however, it's taken back by the Saints only for the time being. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Now Scarpula gets blocked in front. And the Blue Devils take back the puck, however, it's kept in the zone. A turnover, and Clark walks in. Oh, he tries a nice little nifty backhand, however, saved by Schreiner. Now Quinn. Here's Spencer Quinn, go to the point. He has some time and space. Quinn with a wrister gets blocked right in front of him by Gamerick. Good job getting in the shot blocking lane. And the pass across, they score! What a feed by Spencer Quinn. And Brandon Clark knocks it home. Churchville takes a 1-0 lead.
That sequence of events, Winthrop, started when Aaron Mayle and Michael Holding of the Blue Devils mixed up right here at the circle, and they weren't able to get the puck out of the zone. And then the Churchville's Charlie Saints started throwing the puck around, and it was only a matter of time before they buried one of these chances. As once again, it was Spencer Quinn with the setup, and as you said, Brandon Clark finishing it off.
4:06 remains in this first period. And on the 16th shot of the game for Churchville, the first one goes in. We'll see how the Blue Devils respond. As a turnover, and a good job by Koch to poke that one away from Harley. On the season, or in career, Harley has 132 career points and 43 on the year. And a quick shot from Ennis and a good save by Breton. The pass comes across and it gets blocked.
Possible odd man rush here.
Now Koch. Good breakup, however, by Skakwe. 3:20 left in the first. As Olsen comes right off the bench and knocks his man to the ice. Now sent back over to Koch's side. He'll walk in, fire a wrister. The rebound was there. Good job by Mayle to sweep that one away from Alves. And now Viola. Good back check by Olsen, however. Viola, he still gets the puck. It's taken down. Oh, Saints nearly turned this one over. However, they get the puck back. Taken back by the Blue Devils. It's Roush. He takes a tumble. And now Andalina for the Saints. That puck comes over the near side. Olsen will send this one all the way down the ice, and it's going to be an icing on Churchville. 2:31 left in the first period. 1-0 Churchville over Brockport. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. Two and a half remains in the first period. It's a 1-0 Churchville lead over Brockport in your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Net. Goal coming from Brandon Clark. It would be his 8th goal of the year. Icing on Churchville, so faceoff will come back inside the Churchville zone.
Assisted by Spencer Quinn on the Churchville-Chili goal, who has also had himself a fantastic season. He's really fun to watch the way he skates.
Point shot save made by Breton. Oh, and Harley gets taken down, and he gets an extra shot, and that's going to draw a penalty. And
good for Andrew Harley to not retaliate there. He almost cost his team the power play, but good for being the stronger guy by not going back at him. And are they going to give him an extra? Are they going to give Matt Kosh an extra for giving him that extra shot?
I'm not sure. If it looks like just right now a minute and a half, if you're Matt Kosh, though, that's not a good penalty to take.
No, that's a dirty play, and you're not setting an example for your team by taking a dumb penalty like that late in the period too, when you have a 1-0 lead.
2:14 remaining in this first period, and this is a game where we've seen Churchville be the dominant team so far, and one power play can turn things around, especially if Brockport converts. But we'll see.
That's right. Might I also add, Winthrop, that's Andrew Harley who you're picking on there, and he's as you said earlier, the leader in points in Section 5. So if you rile him up, you're only gonna fuel his.
I was going to say, you could make things worse.
Right, exactly.
I mean, he definitely is the guy, Churchville needs to watch, but not like that. Puck comes over to Harley's side. He'll walk in, fire a wrist shot, save made by Breton. Harley gets it back. Now to Cone at the point. Back to Harley. Down low to Ennis. He looked like he tried to bank that off a Churchville player. It didn't work. Kept in by Skakwe at the point. Slap shot. That one, I believe, hits a stick in front, goes wide. And now the Blue Devils trying to set it up. It's Henshaw with a quick wrister and a save made by Breton. That was Michael Holding. Minute 20 remains in this first period. 37 left on the power play for the Blue Devils. Harley stays out there.
Blue Devils got some shots in that power play, no doubt, but it seems kind of slow. They're not really moving the puck that quick, and the shot from Skakwe up here in the top corner of the zone got to the net, but didn't really open anything up.
Yeah, you'd probably like to see a little more traffic in front as well. Saints clear this one down the ice. Tacone has to check up for the Blue Devils. He'll start it out. Tacone gets around two Saints and now enters the Churchville zone. He still has a puck, drops it for Harley. He has it at the point. He'll walk to the middle of the ice. His shot gets blocked in front and goes high. And the Saints nearly lose this one. Now Trask with it. Harley at the point. He'll fire a wrister, and Breton will hold, and the penalty is up to Kosh. So good penalty kill for the Saints. Blue Devils did get some chances, Matt, but like I said, like you say, maybe not as much traffic in front of that as you'd like to see.
Right, and not as quick puck movement as we've seen other successful power plays have.
41 seconds left in this period. Shots now read 17-9 in favor of the Saints. Good job of getting the puck out of the zone by Churchville. And now Quinn with it. He'll just hold on to this one. He's just killing time. You're right, man. Watching this young man skate is a treat at times.
He'll hold quick.
He'll hold on to that puck.
Multiple directions, yeah.
Now Clark behind his own net. That pass comes out in front, and it's still there in the crease, and Clark with it again. Tries a wraparound. However, he loses control. Now that puck comes into the near corner, race to it, and this will get there first. He'll send it back behind the net, and that'll do it for the first period. Shots read 17-9 in favor of Churchville. But what's most important is Churchville leading 1-0 over the Blue Devils of Brockport. We'll be back with more after this. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Net.
High school hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Locker Room Sports and Zweigels.
Second period action coming up now in your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. Churchville leading 1-0 over Brockport after one period. A goal coming off the stick of Brandon Clark, assisted by Spencer Quinn. Matt, that first period saw Churchville get off to a very quick start. Couple good opportunities within the first minute. We'll see right now a 3-on-1 quick wrist shot goes wide. It was, I believe, off the stick of Gamerick. And now Tacone. His pass gets intercepted. Back comes Quinn. Potential 2-on-1. Quinn's shot gets blocked in front. Rebound chance. Back to the point. Kosh with a slap shot. Save made by Schreiner. May have been blocked in front, but good back and forth action. Just not even a minute into this period. A big hit behind the net. Clark takes his man down. We had a penalty, however.
They're going to call that up. They're going to call it interference, I believe, on Brandon Clark. Yeah, interference is the call. Brandon Clark will sit, and the Blue Devils will go back to the man advantage. They've had a couple already in the game thus far. Obviously not able to solve goaltender Ethan Breton, but we'll look to see if they can get some more of that puck movement that we were talking about in the first period, Winthrop. We were saying they were a little bit slow, it seemed, so here's another opportunity.
That's right. Tacone at the point. And Harley sees this one bounce off of his stick, and Kosh can't clear it out. Good keeping by Tacone. Bank pass to Harley. Tries to thread the needle, intercepted, and the Saints clear this one down. Just a minute in. And it's the second power play of the game for the Blue Devils. The Saints actually had one earlier, however, did not convert. Harley behind the net. Back to Skakwe at the point. He'll give it back to Harley. Skakwe takes a tumble. He gets right back up, gets the puck back from Harley with a slap shot. Oh, it got deflected in front, but good save by Brent as it actually hit off, I believe, Alves' stick. A little bit of friendly fire. Saints trying to get a quick change in. As this puck goes right to Holding. We'll pass the puck to Harley, where he goes behind the net. Pass out in front, and it gets swept aside by the Saints defense. A good play. They almost got the puck out. I believe that was spent. Can't see the number from here. We got 20 seconds left in the power play. As the puck is inside the zone. That pass comes across to Cone with a wrist shot right into the glove of Brenton, and he will hold. And 9 seconds left on the power play.
Pretty good opportunity for Tucker Trask there in front of the net with Andrew Harley going behind as Harley kind of suddenly dropped it in front, and Trask had the slam dunk opportunity, but again, it's Ethan Breton coming up with the save and keeping this a 1-0 score for the Churchville-Chili Saints.
2 minutes into this period. Face-off won by the Saints. A key face-off win. And now they take it back out of the zone. Kosh fires a wrister. Glove saved by Schreiner. We couldn't find it. Penalty is up. Clark out of the box. And the Saints looking to get the offense back again. Hayden chips it past his man. Then Trask comes in to help. Back to the point. Sent down low by Gamerick. And the Saints intercept, and they'll take back over. A strong lead pass attempt. It's blocked by Gamerick. Now Quinn on the far side. Ennis hounds him. Gamerick comes in to help out, as does Roush. And the Saints still get the puck. It's Quinn yet again. Oh, he loses it. Overskates this one. And taken back by Jeremiah Roush. Now it's Austin Ennis. Does a good job of shielding the puck. Oh, and a good play. Last-ditch effort by Colin Hess. And now they'll chip this puck down the ice. Icing on Churchville. 11:45 remaining in this second period.
Thanks to Phil and the gang at Rick's Prime Rib House for their ongoing support of Section 5 hockey and youth sports in Rochester. For the biggest mouth-watering prime rib in Rochester, visit Rick's Prime Rib House. That's Buffalo Road in Gates for your next family gathering. And they are our second period sponsor on the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week here.
See, Colin Hess actually got the white helmet this time, as earlier he was out there with a black helmet, but kind of why it threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute, where's the guy with the only black helmet out there? Now Molnar behind the net. That pass comes up to Alves. His bank pass off the boards, intercepted by Skekwi. He gets run into the boards by, that's Olsen. Skekwi can't keep this in at the point. Race to the puck. Tacone's going to get there ahead of Olsen. However, Olsen strong on the forecheck, ties up Tacone. Alves takes it away. That pass comes out in front, nobody home. Molnar at the point. The wrister redirect and a rebound chance. Oh, good job by Harley to get there and to send that one behind the net. Glove down by Olsen. That pass comes up to Gamerick. Lead pass up to Harley. He's got two Saints on him. And he gets knocked down. Good play by Molnar. 10:40 remains. Luke Molnar, however, just turned the puck over and crashed right into Matthew Hayden. And now he's going to send this one down the ice for an icing on Churchville with 10:31 remaining in the second period. And we're going to take our first break. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Net. And we're back at Tuttle North Ice Arena on the campus of the College of Brockport. It's a 1-0 Churchville lead over Brockport in your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. Now race to the puck, Seamus Parker. A nice move, however, couldn't get that puck out in front. However, rebound chances there, couldn't be stuffed home. And it's sent down by the Blue Devils. I believe that was Jong with the opportunity. He gets the puck back, good lead pass. Now here come the Saints, it's Marsh. That puck goes right to Schreiner. Rebound chances there, and it's still there and swept aside by the Blue Devils.
Oh.
An innocent-looking shot led to a couple chances.
Liam Schreiner, I'm not sure why he was so hesitant to cover that rebound. He was very lazy with controlling it, but thankfully it didn't cost him.
Saints take the puck back. And that's now flipped back in by Mitchell. Saints will get a full-scale change. Koch pokes this one off a Harley stick. And now it's taken down is, that's Clark. And stolen back by the Blue Devils. Now Skekwi. Pass up to Ennis, banked off the boards to Harley. He's right in front of us. Pass on the far side to Cone. He goes wide. Tacone behind the net, trying to pass out in front. Oh, it went off a Churchville player and right to Breton. And he had to be aware on that one. Now Clark, potential 2-on-1. Clark with a puck. The pass across, however, it gets blocked. Now down low, Clark has a man in front. Pass across, they score! I believe that's Cameron Quinn knocking that home in Churchville. Takes a 2-0 lead.
Well, Pete Tacone for the Brockport Blue Devils joined the rush the other way, and then he got caught as the Saints came back the other way with a 2-on-1 of their own and were able to keep the puck in, and that led to the opportunity in front, which eventually Cameron Quinn cashed in on, and the Saints have doubled up their lead.
Well, Cameron Quinn and Brandon Clark both had a lot of time to set that up. Clark, nobody challenging him behind the net. A good feed. And we have a 2-0 Churchville lead with 8:40 remaining in this second period.
And according to our scoreboard, just to give a shot update with 8:35 to go here, it's 23-12 in favor of Churchville with the shot advantage.
Big hit right in front of us. That puck comes up to Quinn Metcalf, and she'll chip it in deep. Mail gets there for the Blue Devils. As he gets hit hard, Horvath chips it behind the Brockport net, where it's taken back by Luke Leach. Pinned up against the boards by Parker. Parker and Leach still battling for the puck. That's going to go over to Trask on the far side. And good job banking this one out of the zone by Holding. 8 left in this second period. Saints another potential odd man rush. It's Metcalf. Her shot Didn't get all of it, however, it almost benefited her as Parker almost had a good chance off that one. He still has a puck. A one-time opportunity goes wide. Saints make a change. Now Harley has to get around the referee. Harley still has it. That puck comes across to Ennis. Net pass, nobody home on the far side for the Blue Devils.
I think the Saints have done a pretty good job so far limiting Andrew Harley. We've seen him make some plays, we've seen him get some shots, but he hasn't had a whole lot of open ice throughout this game so far.
Oh, Olsen almost had that turnover right in the slot. However, that was over his stick and down the ice for an icing.
That was nearly a horrendous giveaway by Jack Skakwe. Once again, we'd like to thank our second period sponsor. If you're looking for the biggest, juiciest prime rib in Rochester, give Rick's Prime Rib House a try. A great family atmosphere and great service adds to your dining experience. That's Rick's Prime Rib House, Buffalo Road in Gates.
Churchville trying to get the extra change off, and they do. Again, getting the top pair defense out on the ice. Hayden and Scarpula in on the draw. Scarpula wins it. Molnar's point shot gets through. Pad save. Another rebound opportunity off of Alv's stick. I believe they hit the outside of the net. That puck comes across. Oh, right through the skates. That was, I believe that's Olsen out there. His C looks like his C came off again. Saints have the puck back. Chip back in by Olsen. Alv's in deep. His puck almost goes off of Scarpula and in the net. Olsen with it again. Tries to wrap around chance, but however, just barely kept in at the point. Saints still have the hold of the puck. Olsen with it again. Tried to pass out in front, gets challenged by two Blue Devils, and they'll take it back and clear out to the neutral zone. Mitchell's bank pass intercepted, but he gets it right back. And he'll turn it over again. Couple players falling on the ice. We've seen that, saw that happen Saturday when I was back here doing a Brockport college game. Harley with a shot, and Breton has that one right in his pads. 6:01 remaining in the second period.
I was waiting for that one to slide underneath Breton as the shot came from Harley, because it looked like he picked himself up a little bit as if he was unaware of where it was, but fortunately for his sake, he was able to keep it out.
The Saints win the draw. However, it's kept in by Bovey. And Kosh had this one in his skates, taken back by Harley. Tries a wraparound attempt, and Brent was there to block that one as he got over just in time. Puck bounces off of Harley's skates, and Mayle will send this one in deep. Quinn cannot get this out of the zone, so it's kept in by the Blue Devils. Now Molnar. Harley in on the forecheck. Good help by Kosh. Kosh looking for a home run pass up to Clark. Saying to hit off somebody, so no icing. Clark in deep with the puck. He'll pass that one across. However, nothing doing for Churchville on that one. Now Spencer Quinn with it. Loses the puck to Holding. And that pass comes out across. Good play by Schreiner to get it out of the zone. Now Harley tries a bit of a toe drag move. Good play by Kosh to take the body. However, Harley still has it. And taken down by Kosh. Looking for a call, as Kosh has been all over Harley tonight. That quick shot glove saved by Schreiner. 4:43 left in the second period. And we'll be back with your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports on Rock Sports Net. Churchville-Chili leading 2-0 over Brockport in your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Net. We are at Tuttle North Ice Arena, and back come the Blue Devils. Wells with a slap shot. That one goes high. Brockport trying to get something going, down 2-0, being outshot 24-14. However, that pass comes across. A quick wrister save made. A rebound opportunity. Oh, and Schreiner gets over, and he will hold that one. I believe that was Parker who had the rebound opportunity. 4:15 left in the second.
And a nice outlet pass by Seamus Parker to pick his head up and see his teammates breaking in the other direction, and then of course to follow up and get that opportunity. As we see some confusion here on the Churchville-Chili bench, the referee telling which players could go out and couldn't go out.
Jong wins the draw over Harley. However, Harley muscles him off the puck. Now race to the puck. Here's Andrew Harley. He's in with a wrist shot. Save made by Breton. And I believe people are looking for a call again. A couple players take a tumble behind the net, and are they saying hand pass?
I didn't see the signal, but the referee
Maybe
is
play with a
pointing.
high stick.
Maybe, yeah, he's pointing back to the Churchville zone. But Winthrop, what a display of conditioning by Andrew Harley. He was just out here a second ago, and then he gets the puck in his own zone and takes it back the other way and gets that scoring opportunity. So it just goes to show, obviously, Coach Greg Stahl relies on him, but he can rely on him because he has that ability to just recharge and go back out there and dominate.
And they're going to need him, as the three of the other top four scorers for the Blue Devils are out. Peyton Young out tonight, serving a one-game suspension. Ben Leach and Cooper Johnson also out tonight for the Blue Devils. So we can expect to see Andrew Harley a lot more in this game, as, again, rightfully so, 25 goals, 18 assists on the year. Alves with the puck for the Saints. Good back check, however, by Tacone. That point shot, pad save made by Schreiner. Skakwe takes a tumble. That one goes wide off the stick of Scarpula. Olsen behind the net. That pass comes out in front. Intercepted, however, by Harley. His lead pass over to Trask. And to lead offsides on the Blue Devils are going to have to get a quick change and check up. 3:15 remains. Olsen will go behind the Brockport net. Pinned up against the boards by Tacone. Saints get it back. At the point, a wrister gets blocked. Good block by Holding. That pass comes across. However, Mail tied his man up. And the Blue Devils take it back. Now Gamerick tries a power move. His backhand goes wide. Roush on the far side turns it over. And then back comes Churchville. This bank pass is going to go all the way down for another icing. We have 2:43 remaining in the second period.
Be sure to check out The Rock. That's rocksportsnetwork.com, where you'll be able to watch tonight's game and all of our games this season on demand 24/7 on your smart TV, desktop, or mobile device. rocksportsnetwork.com, Rochester's only digital sports channel. Winthrop, I don't know if you've been keeping track today, but I've counted at least 4 or 5 mouth guards on the ice, and I just saw a neck guard on the ice as well. These guys got to start securing their equipment a little bit better, because I don't know what's going on.
Churchville needs another player on the ice, so Scarpula will come out.
And also, one thing I've noticed from the Brockport Blue Devils, the Churchville-Chili Saints point men, when the Blue Devils are in their own end, are wide open. The wingers of the Blue Devils got to cover their points a little bit more. It hasn't cost them. It wasn't the influence of the goals, but it could eventually.
Oh, a turnaround chance and a save made by Breton. Another opportunity off the stick of Viola. I think he had 2 chances. He couldn't get the initial backhand on net, and Breton makes his second save. 2:31 left in the second. Shots now read 27-16 in favor of the visiting Churchville-Chili Saints.
And yeah, of the 16 that have gone Ethan Breton's way of the Saints, he's done his part. I don't think we've mentioned that enough. He hasn't faced a whole lot of traffic, a whole lot of pressure, but there's been a couple opportunities. Andrew Harley has broken in with some great opportunities, but Breton has turned them all away.
I believe that's Quinn getting kicked out of the draw. Trask wins this one back cleanly. Mail will chip it in deep. Now Trask sends over to Ennis' side. And however, the Saints get this one out. Clark, one-on-one with Mail. Trask, good job on the back check. The pass goes over to Spencer Quinn's side. A race to the puck. He gets there over Harley. Now Ennis. Pass up to Harley. Harley 1-on-3 essentially. His shot goes wide. However, he's still going to get there first. Good job by Koch to knock it off of his stick. Now Molnar. Banked off the boards, intercepted, and Leach takes it back. Ennis. His pass across gets blocked in front by Koch. So he's had a strong game defensively tonight. 1:40 left in this period. That lead pass off of Clark's stick and down the ice. Skakwe will take it back for the Blue Devils. And this one gets sent all the way down the ice by Skekwi, and another icing on the Blue Devils. With just a little over a minute and a half left in the second.
That's not a good play by Skekwi. He had his winger right there on the boards. That was Tyler Henshaw waiting for the pass to start the breakout, but he elected to go off the glass, and he takes an icing here. So Skekwi's got to be more aware and use his open targets as he has them.
Jong in on the draw with Hayden. Hayden wins it clean. The Saints try and get the cycle going. Jong intercepts the puck, however, he couldn't get back to the point. Henshaw gets taken down. However, he'll get the puck right back. Now it's Hayden. Back to the point, Skekwi. A wrist shot. Oh, good redirect by Henshaw. And Breton got a piece on that one. Minute left in this second period. Back come the Saints. They'll chip it in deep. Start to get a change. And Parker will cycle it down low for Marsh. Back to the point. That wrist shot. Schreiner will hold on with 46 seconds left in the second.
There we go. I was finally waiting for a Liam Schreiner rebound control, and that time he popped it up to himself and was able to snag it out of the air. He has had some trouble tonight with controlling them.
Face off to the right of Schreiner. Quinn and Harley in on the draw. Probably two most fun players to watch in Section 5. As Harley gets taken down, no call. Ennis streaking in, quick shot, save made by Breton. Ennis still has a puck. Looking for an option, he'll send it down low. And a backdoor feed, oh, and Breton gets over to make a save on Viola.
What a pass by Andrew Harley to set that up.
As we have 15 left in this period, the lead pass intercepted by the Saints. That's Hess. And now the Saints have it inside the Brockport zone, just trying to kill off more time. Sent back in deep by Molnar. And Tacone, one last ditch effort. Nothing doing through two periods. It is 2-0 Churchville-Chili. A second period goal coming off the stick of Cameron Quinn. And shots reach 28-18 in favor of Churchville as well. We'll be back after this. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Network.
High school hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Bill Grays and D-Train Media.
We're back at Tuttle North Ice Arena for at the College of Brockport campus, should say, for your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and Rock Sports Net. We have a 2-0 Churchville-Chili lead over the Brockport Blue Devils. Goal in each period for Churchville. Matt, what do you expect from this third period?
I expect Brockport to elevate their game. I think they've had some looks, but they can still take a step further. I expect to see a lot of Andrew Harley on the ice, and he's certainly starting it out. But I definitely think Greg Stahl is gonna leave it all on. Gonna have his guys leave it all on the ice here.
Well, good job keeping it in by the Saints. It was almost offsides. The cone is up to Ennis. It's taken back by Churchville. Slapped back in by Molnar. Now Skekwi. Bank pass up to Ennis. Saints just send it right back in the Brockport zone, so they have to reset. Tacone flips it in deep. Blue Devils start to get a change. Ennis in deep, as is Gamerick. Ennis comes away with it. Pass out in front, nobody home. However, a rebound chance, and it gets sent wide off the stick of Leach. It hit his stick in front.
Good opportunity there by Leach. I think he just hesitated a split second too long before getting it to the net. And here Brockport's gonna be penalized, it looks like.
Churchville bench was calling for that right away.
And they got it.
That's Gamerick. I think he's be the one going to box. I think they're saying a roughing call. So he will sit for a minute and a half. Your head coach, Greg Stahl, you definitely don't want to see that. You don't want he's talking to the referee about it right now. Never a good idea when you're trailing to start off the period on a penalty kill.
Yeah, you're right, Winthrop. And if you're Brockport, yeah, you got to finish your checks. You got to play hard here, but you got to be smart about it. If you see the guy's numbers, you can't take them out, and you don't want to take any risk because with only 13:58 to go in regulation, you're down by 2. You've got to make the most of every opportunity you get, and you can't really generate opportunities if you're having to kill penalties.
Brian Young talking to one of the referees as well, so a minute and a half up on the board. Olsen in on the draw with Hayden. Olsen does have the C back on his sweater. It's fallen off at times before. Molnar on the far side. Now Kosh at the point. A good feed across. Oh, great active stick by Mail as Quinn had that short side chance open. Now Quinn still with it at the top of the circle. Will feed Kosh on the near side. Molnar gets to the point with a clear shooting lane, and a rebound chance is right there. However, Schreiner gets over and makes the save. Back to the point. A wrister, that one goes off a body and wide. Quinn comes out of nowhere and gets the puck back. He dodges hits because he just ducks down. He's so short.
He keeps his feet moving as well.
He does.
That's what helps him.
Good passing by the Saints, and that wrister for the point goes wide. Rebound chance. Schreiner's there, and the puck was loose. Referee lost sight, though. You can see the Churchville bench reacting. But good power play so far for the Saints. 37 seconds left on it. They're going to line change in, as will the Blue Devils.
Indeed, a quick whistle. As you mentioned, Winthrop, the Churchville bench had their arms up saying, why the quick whistle? But we've talked about this in previous broadcasts. When the goaltender's down and the ref's behind the net and there's a lot of bodies in front, it's tough to see sometimes.
Absolutely. Now here comes Harley. 1-on-2, Andrew Harley still with the puck. Tries to feed that one across. However, nobody home. Tried to get Ennis, but it was intercepted by Horvath. Sent down the ice. 15 left. And it was played with a high stick. So 12:42 remaining in the third period and just 14 seconds left in the power play. Face-off coming back inside the Churchville zone.
Outfitting beginners to pros, playing hockey, soccer, and lacrosse since 1977, including Ryan Callahan of the Tampa Bay Lightning and Brian Giant of the Buffalo Sabres and their families. That's Locker Room Sports, our third period sponsor, with 2 locations to serve your equipment needs, Ridge Road West in Greece and at the Bill Graves Regional Iceplex.
Here comes Horvath, the defenseman, taking it up himself. His drop pass almost intercepted. Now taken back by Tacone. Tacone tried to lay the reverse hit on Scarpula. Skakui has to come out back and help. Penalty is up. Bank pass goes up to Harley on the far side. He'll try and get through a couple. He falls down. Rebound chance. Backhand save made by Breton as a puck was left there for him. And Tacone just kind of knocks this man down. No call. He just took out Clark. He's talking to the referee about it.
Yeah, Clark and Gamerick were yapping at each other, and then Tacone came in and just dumped Clark, but I don't think either official saw it.
We got Peyton Young up here standing next to us, and you think he's itching. He's been itching to get in this game the entire time. It's been definitely a physical game, but you expect this between 2 rivals. Brockport won the draw and has control of the puck inside the Churchville zone. Hayden overskates it. Trask, his pass gets blocked. And now it's holding. Pass out in front. Oh, and that one would not go for Hayden. I believe Breton got a piece.
He did. It may have even gone off the post a little bit as well.
It looked like it. Mitchell will have to be careful. Churchville bench. That one goes off the boards, and it's going all the way down for an icing on the Saints with 11:40 left in the third period. Shots now read 31-20 in favor of the Saints.
Some good puck movement there by Brockport. It was hard fought on both sides to possess the puck, but they were the ones who were coming up with it and eventually got that opportunity from Trask. Definitely going to need more of that in the final 11:40 here of regulation if they're going to get back into this and get 2 to tie the game.
That puck comes up and hits Clark in the face and is kept in by the Blue Devils. Now Harley looking for an option. Good pass in front. Nobody home. Ennis back to the point. Skakui has time. However, he fans on his shot attempt. Doesn't get all of it, and the Saints are able to almost get this one on its own, but Skakwe keeps it in. And now the Saints carry it out. And that pass across, it gets blocked, and Schreiner still has to make a glove save. Robbing Molnar, who came in from his D position.
I don't know what Pete Tacone was doing on that play. He essentially allowed Luke Molnar to go into the zone all by himself. It looked like he was trying to line him up, but he missed, and he missed pretty drastically.
All keep in mind, Pete Tacone having to play defense due to some players being out for the Blue Devils.
Right, that is right. Coach Stahl had mentioned that to us ahead of the game, and that might be part of it, so I should cut him some slack there.
Chip back in by Holding. There's Kosh. We'll have the puck. Pass across on the far side. Marsh will chip it up to Parker. Parker comes in. His shot.
Ooh, it did. It went off the crossbar. Whoa. What a shot there from Parker. Nearly picked at the upper reaches of the net.
I think that one might have, by the looks of it, surprised Liam Schreiner.
I'd say so.
10:48 left in the third. The Blue Devils making another change. The top line coming back out. This time it's Viola, Harley, and Ennis. That's Jong, another draw with Harley. And the Saints, winner for the time being, was taken back by the Blue Devils. It's Harley. He comes in. Harley's shot gets blocked right in front. Good job. I believe Andolina was right there, right in the shooting lane and blocking. Look at David Andolina's just hounding Andrew Harley, and he ties him up, and Breton actually got a piece of that pass attempt. And that went in the far corner behind the net. Jong takes down Viola. And that pass comes out in front. Good job by Parker to tie up his man. And Saint just takes a tumble. We saw it a few times with the ice. It's Arley. That pass comes across. A quick shot saved by Breton off the stick of Leach. 10:07 left in the third period, and we're going to take a break. It's 2-0 Churchville over Brockport. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and our Rock Sports Net. Face-off inside the Churchville zone is won by the Saints. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. By the way, Churchville up 2-0. Spencer Quinn with a nice move. He's in. What a save by Schreiner, but what a move by Spencer Quinn. Oh my goodness, he's had a good game tonight. The Saints keep it in. Less than 10 remaining in this period. Good pass. Point shot. Schreiner makes a save. Good feed by Spencer Quinn. And he gets in on the forecheck as well. Colin Hess, he gets taken down. Comes right back up. Spencer Quinn with a puck. Good job by Hayden to take the body for the time being. And Hayden chips it past. And now comes up to Trask. Trask is in. Fires a shot. Goes wide. And Holding gets pinched off the puck.
Oh, Churchville may have gotten away with an interference there. Michael Holding didn't get to the puck before he was taken out. It was pretty close, but at first glance, I thought it could have been for interference.
Now Skakwe. Up to Ennis. And Kosh will take it back for the Saints. And it is cleared out by Costanzo. Sent back in will Gamerick. He'll take over for the Blue Devils. Up to Henshaw. Just out of his reach, however. And Costanzo will send it back in for Churchville. Here's Matthew Gamerick over to Austin Ennis. Takes a weird bounce off of his stick, kept in by the Saints. And Gamerick gets it back. His bank pass off the boards. Intercepted, and Olsen will send this one back in deep on the far side where Bovey has it for the Blue Devils. Up to Ennis. And now it's Austin Ennis. He'll get in the zone. However, he turns this one over, and it's sent back out by the Saints.
Wow, pretty good rush there by Austin Ennis, and then it ended horribly. I don't know what was going on there, but he just muffed his stick handle or whatever and ended up turning it over.
Maybe it's a bit of trying to do too much. I'm not too sure, but
maybe gripping the stick a little bit too tight or something.
Perhaps. It's an old cliche, but it's true. Now it's Gamerick. He'll chip it in, knocked down by Andolina, and flip back out. Hayden loses this one. And John gets knocked down by Kamarick.
Oh, and now Brockport probably just got away with an interference there. I don't know.
It's possible. We've been seeing some pretty active benches for both of these teams. Taken back by the Blue Devils, it's Hayden. A 1-on-4 and good poke check. Now got off of his stick by Horvath. And Jong will flip this one in deep. Saints making a change. Here's Leach. Leach trying to bank pass, however, it hit the boards, it hit the standing, I think, and it's swept back inside this Brockport zone by Scarpula. Males clearing attempt, hits Harley. And Harley will psych it back over to this side to Leach. And give it back over on the other side to Mail. Aaron Mail's pass attempt goes over to Leach now. Good lead pass. Ennis pokes it up a little further. And is swept back up the boards by Kosh. Now Olsen with a good move and a good back check by Ennis, however, to intercept that pass. Now Harley. Good job by Molnar. Harley with a pass across. Oh, and Henshaw couldn't get a stick on that one. And the Saints looking for another penalty. Here comes Scarpula.
There is going to be a penalty on Brockport.
And that shot attempt by Scarpula goes high and wide. So we'll have a penalty coming up for the Blue Devils. A trip, Matt? As the Saint is still on the ice. That's Olsen.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the most likely call.
Tacone's going to the box.
As he stuck his leg out when he and Olsen were colliding, and the referees will discuss it over there. I don't know. They're not going to give him any extra, are they?
Not too sure. Maybe they're going to say it's a knee, so would maybe that be a major?
But anyway, what an opportunity for the Blue Devils, as Andrew Harley made a great play along the boards to use his speed and get to an open, and then the pass across that was intended for Tyler Henshaw. All Henshaw needed to do was tap it home, but it was just a little bit too far in front of him. And now there we see the penalty up on the scoreboard. It's going to be 4 minutes. So Churchville is going to be on the power play for the duration. Yeah.
Wow, that's
the majority of the remainder of this third period.
Not a good penalty to take by Peter Tacone. Sure, probably wasn't on purpose, but nonetheless.
And I think, and Brockport is taking a timeout here.
Brockport takes a timeout, as will we. Churchville, a 4-minute power play coming up with 6:07 remaining in the third and still up 2-0 over Brockport. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Net. We're back at Tuttle North Ice Arena, 6:07 remaining in the third. Here to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports.
We'd like to once again, Winthrop, thank our third period sponsor, and that's Locker Room Sports. Stop in to see Graham and the gang for the special attention you deserve, because they know the game and they know the fit, with 2 locations to serve your equipment needs: Ridge Road West in Greece and at the Bill Graves Regional Iceplex.
So Tacone in the box for 4 minutes. And this is a very important penalty kill for the Blue Devils. I would expect to see Andrew Harley out here for most of it, just to try and get some offense going despite being down a man.
The tricky part is then you're going to need him on the attack later on, so is he going to have the energy for it?
Look at the way Spencer Quinn skates. He still holds on the puck. He shields it well. Good play to get the puck over to Kosh. His wrister save made, rebound. Oh, and it wouldn't go. Al's had a look, as did Quinn. And now Harley on the far side. He'll fire that one low and wide. Good opportunity for him. That pass intercepted by Clark. Challenged by Ennis. Ennis will send it in deep a little more, and then now that pass comes out in front, intercepted by Kosh. Good play to knock it away from Ennis. Now Quinn. Saints get into defensive change behind them. Quinn drops it for Clark. His shot attempt gets blocked right in front of him. And Gamerick will clear this one down the ice. Breton will leave it for Andalina. Horvath. His pass across. Saints looking for a trip on that one, I think. Good job by Kamara to make that move and get the puck out of the zone into Hayden. 2:20 remains on the power play. Hayden's shot gets blocked right in front of him. 4:20 remaining right now in the third period. Saints still on the power play. Skakwe will slap this one out of the zone. And now Breton will just send this up. Not out of the zone. Good keeping, however, by Holding.
Great kill so far for the Blue Devils. Have not allowed the Saints to set up at all, other than maybe that Spencer Quinn rush, but Saints haven't been able to throw the puck around like they have previously.
And Delina's point shot gets through. Schreiner makes a save as he could see it. Another shot gets blocked in front. Now Holding. Fans on his clearing attempt. Holding holds on the puck. Can't get it out. Glove down by Andalina. And now slap shot by Scarpula. Saved by Schreiner. Oh, and he dives over to hold onto the puck. 3:30 remains in the third and a minute 24 on the power play.
Rock Sports Network is excited to introduce the all-new RockSportsReport.com, an exciting new website where you can get your daily dose of news, views, and information on local, regional, and national sports. Read about the Bills, Sabres, Amerks, Nighthawks, Golden Eagles, RIT, MMA, and racing news as well. That's RockSportsReport.com. Be sure to subscribe today because the best part is it's free.
So now we got just a little over a minute on the power play for the Saints. Good job by Kosh to keep that one in, as Harley could have been in all alone. That pass comes across. A quick shot gets blocked off of Metcalf's stick. That pass once comes across. Oh, what a save by Schreiner! Oh my goodness, he got over and gloved that one. 3:09 left in this third period, and that's Ryan Jong just absolutely shaking his head. Oh my goodness.
He can't believe it. The whole right side of the net was open, and Liam Schreiner going post to post, even making a split there with his pads and getting the glove up to make that save. Fantastic stop by Liam Schreiner.
A little over 3 minutes left in the game. About 50 seconds left on the power play. Saints have had some opportunities. Most recent one right there. Kosh has some time, and Schreiner, oh, he looked like he lost sight of that one for a little bit, but he holds. Shots now 41-22 in favor of Churchville.
We'd like to thank Brian Dickinson and the gang here at Tuttle North Ice Arena for helping us make this broadcast possible. Obviously a great place to call the games from. You and I both alums here. We still call college games here when we get the opportunity. Yeah. Certainly is a great place to call the games from, so thank you to Brian Dickinson and the gang here at Tuttle North Ice Arena.
Quinn gets hit hard and taken down. Ennis's lead pass gets blocked, and they have to be careful. 30 seconds left on the power play. Ennis gets stripped of the puck. Alves drops it back for Kosh. He nearly loses this one to Ennis. Good job on the forecheck. However, that pass goes up to Parker. He takes a tumble. Alves will send this one in behind Schreiner to lead off sides on Churchville. 10 seconds left, and Tacone is out. Good penalty kill by the Blue Devils, and a lot of that has to do with Liam Schreiner. Molnar. Get this one up to Clark. Penalty is up. 2 minutes left in the game. Taken back by Quinn. Here comes Spencer Quinn. Oh, he tried to get a move on Gamerick. Got knocked off of his stick. Now Gamerick gets the puck for the Blue Devils. Intercepted by Horvath. Horvath will just chip this one out of the zone. A couple players collide. Quinn takes it back. In for the Saints. He'll fire a wrister, and Schreiner will hold on to that one. A minute 34 remaining in this third period.
We'll keep an eye on Liam Schreiner to see when Greg Stahl will pull him for the extra attacker. And while we got a second, all of us at WBGT Rock Sports Network, players and their families, would like to thank Ralph Honda, our title sponsor, along with all of our sponsors, Locker Room Sports, Rick's Prime Ribs, Weigel's, Bill Gray's, and Lattimore Physical Therapy for their support again this season. Please send them a note of thanks and support them throughout the year.
Less than a minute and a half remains. Harley taking a breather right now, because they're going to need him probably out on the ice soon.
And there goes Schreiner.
Schreiner, and now Harley comes right on the ice and gets a puck, and he just gets flattened. A couple players collide. Here's to Cone. This one gets sent out of the zone by the Saints, gloved down by Holding. And now Skekwi comes in with speed. He falls down. Harley has it behind the net. We'll try and stuff that one home. However, Ennis wasn't ready for that pass. I don't think he expected it. We got 45 left in the period. Holding on the far side. His pass comes across and it hits Breton. He'll make an easy save. Now back to Harley at the point. Now Roush. We'll get it back to Harley. Roush with a one-timer. That one, I believe, hit the side of the net. Maybe Breton got a piece of it. Holding behind the net. Has some time and space. Feeds Harley at the point. Harley down low. Ennis fires that one. Save made. And the net comes off.
And some pushing and shoving going on in front of the net. But a nice save there by Ethan Breton with the glove. As with 12 seconds left, time is quickly running out for the Brockport Blue Devils. They took a long time to get the puck to the net, if I do say so myself.
Brockport has to get some players on the ice. Only had 4.
Now they got 3.
Oh, they actually. Oh,
Andrew Harley's coming back out.
They had time. The puck was all the way down to the other end of the ice. 12.6 seconds left in this one. Churchville leading in shots 42-23. And now they're getting things figured out. Henshaw loses this one on the draw. Molnar and Trask in the near corner. Henshaw comes in to dig it free. However, he has nowhere to pass to. It's cleared down the ice by the Saints, and that'll do it. Ethan Breton pitches a shutout, and the Saints with a big 2-0 victory over the Brockport Blue Devils, outshooting them 42-23. It's not often you keep Andrew Harley off the scoreboard. In fact, I think it's the first time all year Andrew Harley's been kept off the score sheet. But nonetheless, we'll have player of the game coming up after this. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports and Rock Sports Net. Welcome back to Tuttle North Ice Arena and your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Net. I'm here with our player of the game, Churchville-Chili forward Spencer Quinn. A big 2-0 victory for you guys over Brockport. An important win as well to get you back above 500. A couple points for you. You seem to be all over the ice tonight, so I guess describe your game for us if you could. I mean, what's it like out there, just your ability to see the ice the way you do?
Well, Coach always tells us to forecheck the D-man and just go hard at the net. Every opportunity we get.
And your line mates seem to be working well. You had a nice pass to Brandon Clark to get that first goal. How important was it to get that first goal on the road?
It always brings a lot of energy to the team, and I think that's the most important one to get. Gets us rolling.
Your past couple games, you had a good win against Canandaigua, a nice win against Geneseo, a big victory. So how important is it to get yourself on a roll as we get close to the end of the season and into a tough weekend this upcoming weekend?
Well, like I said, it just gets us going, and once you get going, it's hard to stop, and it brings a lot of momentum to the team. And
how bad did you guys want to get that shutout for Ethan?
He's young, and I love the kid, and we really wanted that for him.
Awesome. Well, we want to congratulate you. There's our Ralph Honda Player of the Game plaque for you. Congratulations to you, Spencer. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
My 18 Sports would like to introduce today's Zweigels fan of the game, James Swift. James receives a Zweigels t-shirt and a $25 gift certificate from Locker Room Sports.
Churchville-Chili with a big 2-0 victory over the Brockport Blue Devils in your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports and on Rock Sports Net. Our player of the game was Spencer Quinn, Matt, and rightfully so. He was all over the ice tonight for the Saints. 2 assists. He seemed to be controlling the play whenever he was out there as well.
That's right, and Ethan Breton played well in the cage for the Churchville-Chili Saints. Obviously, they had their 2 goal scorers as well, but you and I unanimously agreed Spencer Quinn was everywhere. He was making plays. He was hanging onto the puck, and a lot of everything that happened for Churchville tonight was because of him. So I thought it was a great decision to give him that award. And We talked in the opening of how Churchville was coming off of 2 big wins, and Coach Brian Young was looking forward to this one to continue that, and he got it. And his team is looking good going into the coming weeks of the season.
That's right, 3 wins in a row for the Saints, 2 losses in a row for the Blue Devils. Andrew Harley, not often he gets held off the score sheet, but he was tonight. Is a great overall game for the Saints. And that wraps up for our broadcast tonight. For Matt Stathopoulos, I'm Matt Winthrop. Thanks for watching another broadcast for your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. See you next time.